What is up, you guys? This is MiniSuperHeroesToday. This video will contain spoilers for the most recent episode of Moon Knight, so if you're worried about spoilers, be sure to click away and come back to this after you've seen the episode. Man, episode 4 of Moon Knight was insane, and this series is just getting better and better. Hey guys, today I'll be showing you how to build all of the new characters and outfits from the 4th episode of Moon Knight using 100% official LEGO parts and pieces. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Up first, we have Steven in his adventurer outfit. Now, he's kind of got like a white jacket on with a white undershirt and all that, so what I went for here is the Old Man Luke Skywalker torso and legs, of course with the torso flipped around, just because I thought it had a good level of detail. It might look a little bit too robe-like for your taste, so if you have another suggestion, drop a comment down below. Anyways, as always, because Oscar Isaac played both Moon Knight and Poe Dameron, the head and hair come from Poe Dameron, and I gave him a little brown backpack here just to add to that adventurer look for the character. Here we have Layla in her adventurer outfit, and what I did here is I used the hands and head from MJ from the Spider-Man sets. The hair comes from Mirabel from LEGO Encanto. The torso actually comes from a character named Zolm from LEGO Prince of Persia, Z-O-L-M, if you look up that character. And these dual-molded legs have come in a lot of different places, but I got them from Batman with the gray on top and the black boots on bottom. And then just to add a little extra detail, I gave her a life vest on the back. I'm kind of pretending that it looks more like a backpack. Of course, you could skip that step if you wanted, but I always try to add a little layering and detail where I can with these figures. Something neat about this episode was the horror element here, and we get that mummy zombie type character that's like stalking Layla through the, Egyptian tomb. So what I did here is I used the torso and legs from the Anubis figure from LEGO Pharaoh's Quest. It's a pretty rare figure these days, but if you don't have that one, maybe Killmonger from Black Panther could work pretty well. And the head I used is actually from an Outrider from the LEGO Marvel line of sets. It's honestly crazy to me to think that after all this time, there's finally a figure that an Outrider head might work pretty well for, so let me know what you guys think. I'm pretty happy with this, but we don't really get a good look at the zombie in the episode. I mean, you do, but it's kind of in the dark, so I kind of used my imagination a little for this one, and I'd love to hear what you guys think. Here we have Arthur Harrow, and as I go through every episode, I don't remake characters that have been in previous segments, but I did want to give an update because YouTube user and channel viewer GW suggested adding a skate to his cane so that you kind of get the, T-shaped cane, and I really like that. I wish I had a skate that matched that color. I suppose you could do it with a paint pen or Sharpie, but I wanted to show you guys GW's idea, and since I'm looking at him here, I used the hair from Old Man Luke Skywalker, the face from Hawkeye or Han Solo, and the body from Dumbledore from Harry Potter to make Arthur Harrow. Now this brings us into the dream sequence, and it was pretty cool to see Dr. Stephen Grant as a fictional character. Man, I'd almost love to see like a full movie released about Stephen Grant, Tomb Blocker, or whatever it was called, I don't remember. Anyways, it is really, really cool here, and what I did for these figures to build Rosser, I used the legs, hands, and head from Dustin from LEGO Stranger Things. I used the torso from Tim from LEGO Jurassic Park, but flipped around, and I gave him Finn's hair with a little brown backpack to bring the character together. Then for Dr. Stephen Grant, I used the torso from the collectible minifigure series Explorer, although I think that torso was at the Build-A-Minifig station in a LEGO store at one point. I put some tan hands on there with a little sword to, bring that look together. Then I used an Indiana Jones head, since this character is very Indiana Jones derivative, and I used some long brown hair to bring it all together. Here we have Mark in the wheelchair from the dream sequence, and what I really like about this is the fact that the Poe Dameron confused face just works so well for this. What are the chances? Anyways, once again, the hair and head come from Poe Dameron. Just used a white torso with white legs and a LEGO wheelchair, and I put a little white figure in his hand to represent that Moon Knight figure he had in his hand, so that works pretty well. Now we have Arthur from the dream sequence, and what I used here is a torso from Monster Fighters, I believe, or from the Build a Minifigure section at the LEGO store. Of course, that gives you his nice little vest there with white sleeves. I gave him the walking cane, but I didn't give it the T-piece this time because it was more of a traditional walking cane in this sequence. He's got khaki legs, the head from Alfred from the LEGO Batman movie, and some swept back gray hair. Here we have Steven in the, like, kind of baggy clothing outfit that he wore as they're going through the psych ward. You guessed it, the head and hair come from Poe Dameron. I gave him the torso from Doctor Who, but flipped it around just so there was a little bit of detailing on the torso and some light blue legs to bring it all together. And of course, we run into the hippo at the end of the episode, and what I'm going to do here is surprise you guys. So stay tuned next week. I needed to order some parts in order to build this, but like I said, like and subscribe down below, and stay tuned for the showcase next week. I'm sure she's going to show up again, and I can't wait to surprise you with what I've got. It's going to be pretty rad. Alright guys, well that brings us to the end of this week's showcase. Be sure to hit like and subscribe down below. Let me know any suggestions you have for these figures or things you'd like to see in the future Moon Knight showcases, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Well, you've made it to the end of the video. You should hit like and subscribe down below for more LEGO content from me, because I post just about every single day. You'll be up to date on all the latest in LEGO, so why not join my community and hit subscribe now.